What's up, everybody? Spotchka Deathsticks here. Guess what day it is? Very too short in this series is what I want to say. Ahsoka episode 8. The finale is here. It's way too short a season. I'm not mad at it. There's been some great moments. Love this show. Fucking can't say enough. I'm gonna get a couple guys together. We're gonna actually do a fucking full series recap. But for now, this is episode 8, the finale, which is called The Jedi, the Witch, and the Warlord. So, yes, thanks C.S. Lewis for the fucking Chronicles of Narnia, whatever the fuck that book was that I read in high school, and some weird-ass movies. I don't know. That's what it is what it is. Phil's won game 1 of the playoffs, so rock and roll. Let's get to it. So we open up on this dope fucking shot of Thrawn's Chimera just over top of this thing, just fucking real cool tracking shot. It's dope as fuck. And we see that the cargo is complete. The cargo loading's complete. Yeah, so the cargo loading's complete. The Great Mothers are all around, and they're like, thank you, we are in your service, and also thank you, Morgan Elsbeth. And they're like, we have something for you. She's like, are you ready to receive the gift of shadows? And I'm sitting there like, I'm like, all right, so what's this gonna be like? Gonna be some like crazy Dark Sister magic or something? But no, this is how they get their scars on their face or whatever fucking witchy enchantment thing the Night Sisters do. So I guess she's now she's like, what do they say she was? A daughter of Dathomir or something? They were describing her before this. I don't remember. It was like a daughter of Dathomir. So does this make you like a full-fledged Night Sister now that you have the markings and everything and black eyes? And I don't know. Guess that's how it works. But it's pretty dope. And then they also give her the Blade of Talzin, which is cool as fuck. And I don't remember if we ever saw this in Clone Wars or Rebels. For some reason, I remember Mother Talzin at one point having a sword. And I forget if it's like, I don't know if it was the TV shows, some random comic, or one of the just real limited figures they came out of her. But yeah, so now she's got this dope ass fucking green flaming sword, which is cool as fuck. And on the opposite side of that, we got a shot of Ezra building his lightsaber, and he's just like rummaging around in all these parts, and fucking Hu Yang's like, what the fuck, I have organization. He's like, yeah, disorganized. So he's just like, he's looking all over the place. It's just like, oh, the emitter's too small. And I'm like, what the fuck could he be looking for? Like, it already kind of looked like Kanan Jarrus' lightsaber. It's just kind of real basic and everything. Yeah, he's like, how did you even learn how to build a lightsaber? And Sabine comes in, and she's like, yeah, fucking, his master was Kanan Jarrus. And Hu Yang's like, well, yeah, okay, now that explains a lot. So he's rummaging around a little bit, and he says something about the relationship between master and apprentice is confusing, but it's also like a strong bond and whatnot. Takes out his old emitter and gives it to him. He's just like, I had 2 of these. Caleb took one, and I was saved the other one in case he ever needed it. It's only right it goes to you. So Sabine goes out. Like she just ends up disappearing, as she does, and she goes out. She's talking to Ahsoka, and while this was going on, Thrawn sent out 2 TIE fighters Like, go see if you can find them. You find them, fuck them up. So they take out the stabilizers. Fucking Ahsoka and Ezra, they jump off the ship. They get under the ship, push the ship up with the force so it doesn't fucking crash. And Sabine's fucking around in the cockpit. And Hu Yang's like, that's only gonna put enough power to the thrusters for a short time. She's like, more than I need. She just takes the fuck off, takes out both Star Destroyers, fucking TIE fighters. TIE fighters with the ship, just fuck the wings, just boop. That was dope. So yeah, ship crashes, and they're on the what are they called? Howlers, I think it was. Yeah, there's little dog guys, the Wolverine, the what was they called? The dire wolves or whatever. So yeah, they're going back to the Chimera and the temple and whatnot. And Thrawn's just like, well, we got to prepare for a ground attack. So they get close, and he's like, rain hellfire on them, all fucking Thanos and shit.
Rain fire, but silent.
So yeah, we got our first little thing of well, here's another little tangent. I forgot if it was yesterday or the day before. I'm scrolling through Twitter, and usually I avoid spoilers and shit like that. Just one article, I didn't read it, but someone had with a link that the Star Wars website had updated Sabine's character profile on their website to Jedi. So I'm like, well, I pretty much fucking already saw that coming. So in this scene right here, they're about to get there, and they're trying to open the door to the temple with the Force, and she's like, Sabine, help out. Not sure if that part she actually did anything really, because you already got Ahsoka and Ezra trying to open the door, and she's just kind of like, so yeah, they get in. Thrawn sends some of these what's it called, the night troopers down, and so there's a cool ass firefight with them. Mostly they're just using lightsabers, just deflecting blaster bolts and stuff. And Ahsoka goes like, Sabine, blasters, and then she starts fucking just badass fucking doing her shit. And while this is going on, the Great Mothers, they're doing some kind of incantation, because Thrawn was just like, yeah, it's time. So they're doing some crazy shit. Fucking the gang takes out all the night troopers. So incantation's done. They're walking up the stairs, and we finally get the fucking zombie death troopers that we've wanted this whole fucking time. So I get, and the other crazy thing is, I still don't like Thrawn still has like a shit ton of troops. They mentioned it's like, these are the volunteers, and they're like, yes, for you. They volunteered greatly for you. He's just like, for the Empire. So they're all starting to come back to life and shit. They got fucking green eyes. You see green smoke going on and shit. And so they start. You see, just hear bones cracking. It's just like crazy fucking zombie noises and shit. So they start waking up, and fucking Ahsoka's just like, you seen this before? And Ezra's like, nah, this is new. So they start trying to fight these guys, and they actually do start getting back up or anything. So it's not explained if, well, it actually is explained a little bit later. But yeah, you do cut the head off, and they're donezo. But yeah, they kept getting back up. So they're backing up down this hallway, and they get to a point. It's just like, all right, shut all the fucking doors and everything. Yeah, so they shut all the doors. They keep going up. Oh, so the docking sequence starts, which is dope. So the Ring of Sion, fucking, that thing comes down, docks to it. Hyperspace ring for a Death Star. Fucking I pretty much I called that fucking first time we saw it. Just how the Jedi Starfighters. I should go get that. But you know what? I'm gonna go get that. So basically, it's one of these things that were on the Jedi Starfighters in Attack of the Clones. For those of you don't know, you probably do know if you're watching this channel. But also, yeah, one of these things. Thought that was pretty fucking dope. On the Starfighters, yeah, it's on the front. Thrawn's is on the back of the thing, which in itself looked fucking dope. I hope it like stays kind of like that, because Star Destroyers don't exactly land. But yeah, that was fucking dope ass scene with this guy. They're in the temple, and Thrawn goes to Elsbeth, and he's like, "All right, your turn. Fucking, you got to do something for me." And she's just like, "Yep, I understand." He's like, "Yeah." Again, he's like, "For the Empire." She's like, "For the Empire." She turns around and she's like, "For Dathomir." And I thought she was gonna be like, I don't know, not betray him, but I don't know, just kind of like go against the order, like not go to face them. But she does. This has got to be a pipeline reveal for later. But earlier this month, or it was actually last month, we got the PulseCon whatnot updates, and they came out with the first wave of figures for Ahsoka, and one of them was Morgan, and both versions of the figure very boring. It's like you see her, like, I don't know, the beginning of the episode, it's exactly as you see her. No accessories, no nothing, like no little green ball with like, I don't know, fucking little green flame or something that you could give her. Nothing. Definitely would have been a spoiler, but hopefully they come out with this figure sooner than later. Like her with the whole fucking scarred face makeup thing going on, and the fucking, the sword of Talzin. That's gonna be a fucking dope ass figure. That's gonna be fucking cool. I will pick that up. Hasbro, I'm waiting. So we actually get death troopers, or like zombie death troopers. Like you saw like two of them with Thrawn fucking earlier in the series. And in the book where the stormtroopers are zombies, they actually are called death troopers. And now that we have death troopers in Star Wars, now we actually have legit death troopers. So fucking hey, right? That was dope. We get the bridge scene, like basically the last shot that we didn't see in any of the trailers. You get Thrawn, camera from the back, walking up on the bridge of Sion, and we get to like a really dope fight between Ahsoka and Elsbeth. Like probably the best choreography I've seen in the show so far. Fucking, they're all over the place. Like you got karate going on, like nice sword play. Like she's got double sabers, and while that's going on, Sabine and Ezra are fighting these death troopers, and here is our big Sabine force sensitive reveal. She gets caught up on a pillar, like armbar type thing, whatever. And so she's stuck. She drops her saber. Of course, you know exactly what is fucking coming as soon as the camera goes over to the fucking lightsaber on the ground. So she puts out her hand, and they kind of drag it out for a minute. And sure enough, lightsaber, hand, blade, head, death trooper dead. Back to Ahsoka and Elsbeth. So they're going nuts at this point. Fucking like they're just swatting all over the place, fucking, and Elsbeth actually cuts one of her sabers in half, so now she's using a single blade. Dude, they're still going ham. Now they're fucking like rolling on the ground and shit. This really was a cool ass fight. This was like that, like the Balin Ahsoka things. If you combine them both together, both of their little matchups, that would equal probably up to this fight. They're both pretty on par. And here's where shit gets a little maybe goofy for me. Like, I wouldn't put it fucking fast track with Rey, but so there's this little move that Ezra and Kanan used to do like all throughout Rebels. One of them would do a force jump, and then the other one would use the force to force push them the rest of the way, like that they needed to go. Ezra's just like, yo, like I'll push you, like da da da, and she's like, no, let me do it. So they're just like back and forth, just like the longer you wait, like the tougher this is gonna be, and he's just like, all right, it happens. He looks like he falls short to a couple stormtroopers that are there. Sure enough, he's hanging off the side of the thing. And he goes up, takes him out. And then he goes, turns to Sabine. It's like, yo, it's your turn now. And she's just like, okay. She's like, runs backward. And then sees Ahsoka fighting Elsbeth with a bunch of stormtroopers coming at her now. Or night troopers, night death troopers, night zombie troopers, whatever the hell we're gonna call them. Camera cuts back to that fight. She looks like she runs off towards the force jump thing. But yeah, we cut back towards that fight and get to a point in this fight where it looks like Elsbeth may have gotten the upper hand on Ahsoka. And she's like, you're gonna die here alone. Sure enough, Sabine comes around the corner. She's like, she's not alone. So she starts taking out fucking stormtroopers, death troopers, night troopers. Pretty fucking badass. She's got a gun in one hand, fucking lightsaber in the other hand, and she's actually like doing some pretty dope moves with that. Ahsoka gets back up. Fight fucking continues. And someone said something fucking last night when I was watching one of the things on the way to work. It was just like a fucking Mortal Kombat like fatality. Like she just gets both swords and just fucking cuts her in the middle. Would have loved a nice little cut in half thing there, but I don't know, TV, Disney Plus. Come on, cut her in half. We already saw a head come off like earlier in this episode. But I mean, yeah, it comes off like behind a pillar and then the head just rolls out. I almost think that would be more jarring for a kid rather than fucking just seeing the head being cut off. I mean, well, yeah, that was also pre-Disney, but whatever. She's cut down. We get back onto the ship, and the Great Mothers go to Thrawn. She's like, Morgan's dead. And she's like, well, she did her job. Whatever. Let's go. So they dip out of there. Fucking, we go back to Ezra. He comes up and pulls one of the Ezra things. Stormtroopers got a comm link or whatever. And it's just like whatever number is. Fuck, I should have looked that up if that trooper's number had any significance or anything. But yeah, it's just like trooper like 50208 or whatever the number was. We're sending reinforcements to your position. And he's just like, yeah, this is trooper 500 copy. And he's just like, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, so now we're back on the tower with Ahsoka and Sabine just like fighting off all these troopers now. And Thrawn's just like, yo, just take out the temple. Like, just blow the thing up. So they start shooting at that. Starts crumbling beneath them. So they run off the edge, and sure enough, Hu Yang's fixed the ship. They're on there. Still fighting them off and everything's pretty fucking dope. So they get inside. And they're flying off. They're trying to fucking chase down Thrawn, like last chance, and he got pretty damn far while all this was going on. Like some amount of time has passed. He's back in high orbit. So he's like, open a channel. And he's like, although we've never met, I commend you on your battle today. This and that, doing a Thrawn thing. He's like, you truly are a Ronin who belongs in this place. If you don't know what a Ronin is, it's sort of like a disgraced samurai sort of thing. Like you're just kind of alone, or like the last of your kind, along those lines. So he's just like, sorry we won't get to meet ever and whatnot. They blast into fucking galactic hyperspace. Yet again, dope fucking shot. It's even cooler now that, like I was saying, with the hyperspace ring on the fucking Star Destroyer, that is dope as fuck. I hope they make some sort of model of that ship. Those new the Squadrons series that they've been making, like the super detailed. They used to be back in the day. They used to be the action fleet things. But yeah, I'm hoping we get Star Destroyer and the Ring of Chimera and the Ring of Sion together in a pack of that, because I'll get two of those, just like, because it'll be too big to actually like put it together and just have somewhere. That'd be a dope ass set. I forget who's making those. I don't think it's Hasbro, but yes, make that too. So yeah, we're back on the planet now, and fucking just hanging out with little turtle snail guys, and Ahsoka looks over. Finally, we get to see Morai. Don't know who Morai is? Well, go back to the Clone Wars, because that's going to be some more confusing stuff that's going to be coming up in another scene here too. But there's this whole arc with the family of the Force. There's the mother, the son, and the daughter. Well, spoilers in this, the daughter gives up her life to save Ahsoka. So Ahsoka at this point has some sort of essence of the daughter of the Force, who is basically she is the light side, the embodiment of the light side of the Force. So now she's got this little like owl bird thing that called Morai that follows her around. She sees her every so often. And this is only the second time that we've seen Morai in live action. I was expecting a lot more Morai from this series. We didn't get it. The first time we saw it was in season 2 of Mandalorian. The first time she meets Morgan Elsbeth and faces off against her. So yeah, they're just hanging out with them, and fucking they're about to bum off and do whatever the hell they're gonna do now. So then my girl's back. Finally, on like the last like 3 minutes of this damn episode, we're like, dude, everyone's screaming. I've had fucking the one dude's fucking watch party up. My other buddy's over. He missed last episode, so he's a little lost and he's not a big Star Wars fan. But I'm looking at chat and fucking just back and forth, and he's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, yo, these people are fucking savages in this fucking thing. But yeah, my girl Shin Batty, she rides up on one of the Howler things to the to that wandering tribe. I forgot what the fuck they called them. But yeah, the tribal guys on that planet. She pulls out her lightsaber and she's just like, I'm the fucking queen, bitch, now. Like, fucking, like the bad bitch she is. So that's that for that. We're going to see how that happens. Then finally, our guy Ray Stevenson, rest in peace, Valen. We get a back shot of him walking out on this fucking cliff. And it just kind of pulls out. He's looking fucking so stoked, dude. Like, it's so... I don't know what the fuck they're going to do now. Like, this is gonna suck, like, because, like, dude's gone, and this is a dope-ass scene and a dope-ass setup for either season 2 of Ahsoka or Filoni's movie, because shit's about to fucking hit the fan with this. So he's up on what we think is this mountain. They pull out from that. Turns out it's a motherfucking statue. Not one, not two, but 3 statues. Very yet another like very Lord of the Rings reference in this thing. This is big statue, arm out. He's standing on the end of it. So these statues end up being, as I mentioned earlier, the father on the middle. That's the one he's standing on. That's very important because this whole time Balin's been like, something calls to me, like I need to go figure out what it is. So he's standing on the father's statue, and the father in this family, he represents the actual balance in the Force itself, the embodiment of the balance. So you have the daughter on one side, who's the embodiment of the light, and then the statue that's on the his left, but our right, that's a statue of the sun. He's still out there, and of course, he's the embodiment of the dark side. Now, all these theories have been, what's he gonna take? Is he gonna take over the mantle of, like, who's calling him? Is the sun calling him? Is he gonna end up being the sun? Is the father calling him? Is that what's gonna happen? Those were kind of like the two that, I don't know, were definitely up there for me. Like, I had Palpatine up there because fucking, it's Disney. They're gonna fucking bring him back and connect this to his goddamn sequel trilogy somehow. But now that he's on the father, and he's been saying this whole time, he's very stoic. He's just like, I'm not nor Jedi, nor I'm dark side, not Sith, not Jedi. It's probably the father, because we didn't see the father die, but I mean, he was calling to Anakin. Fuck, when was that arc? It had to have been pretty fucking close. If I'd have to look it up, but it has to be pretty close to the start of Revenge of the Sith, when all this happens. This Mortis arc is what I'm talking about in the Clone Wars. So, and now he's just looking out towards this mountain way in the distance, and I had to like look it up because someone mentioned it again. So on my second view, there's this mountain off in the distance with like a light coming out of it, and that's yet again we get more Lord of the Rings shit. It's like that. Is that Mordor? Is that like the ship's called the Eye of Sion? Is that the Eye of Sauron? Like like, yo, all this Lord of the Rings stuff. It's so fucking dope. Like, Filoni's a master with like creating all this lore, taking from here and there, and just building his own friggin' Star Wars world with George's help. The master taught the apprentice, and the apprentice is taking all this with what he can do to a whole different level, which is just dope as hell. So he's looking off towards this mountain, and we're gonna have to wait and see what they're gonna do with this. Now we're back in our galaxy, I'm gonna say, because it's a galaxy we know. And before they even fucking brought it up on screen, I'm just like, yeah, they're going fucking straight to Dathomir for something, because you're not gonna have a fucking shit ton of dead night witches and fucking great mothers on that ship. And they made a deal with Thrawn for nothing. I don't know if he's just gonna drop them off there. They're gonna become part of his army. Yet again, we'll have to find out. Season 2, the Filoni movie, crazy ass battle. Don't know. So they're just coming up on that planet. So now we got a shuttle coming up on the Rebel fleet, and I'm like, all right, so who the fuck's on this shuttle? So shuttle lands, stormtrooper gets out, and I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking Ezra. Like, he's pulling the fucking stormtrooper thing, and he has a nice new fucking helmet with golden shit all over it to add to his collection. What the fuck did he say? But yeah, fucking Ezra, like Chopper comes up, and he's all like, he's just checking him out, and he's just like, oh, I know this motherfucker. Like, he takes his helmet off, and fucking what's her name? Fucking Hera's just like, oh my god, Ezra? Like, and he's just like, Hera, I'm home. Aww. That's all we get from that. So now we're back in other galaxy, And Sabine's just kind of looking off into the distance. There's like some kind of light coming down. Don't think it's the same one that Balin was looking at. But yeah, there's just this thing of light coming out of the sky. And fucking Ahsoka walks up and she's just like, "Oh, what's up?" And Sabine's just like, "I don't know, like I feel something's like, I don't know, it's nothing. It's like shadows and starlight or whatever." And she goes and walks away. And Ahsoka's looking out and camera pulls back. We get our boy Annie again as a actual Force ghost this time. So Anakin's back as a Force ghost. Yet another dope shot. Just put a little fucking, thank you Filoni, put a little icing on the cake there. Just one last time. He's basically got like more like normal robes on. Like I ain't see any of the leather or anything. It's just kind of like those are his afterlife robes. And some people were complaining. It's just like, why isn't he wearing his fucking, when he fucking edited him into fucking Return of the Jedi, why hasn't he got fucking Jedi white robes and shit? I'm just like, I mean, that maybe he's not there yet, but like that already fucking happened. And this is his fucking like super chill fucking, I am Jedi Master now, fucking robes or something. But good timing, because it's the end of the fucking episode. So that was the episode there. I had some issues with it. Mostly it's just because like there's so many fucking loose ends now. With the passing of Ray Stevenson and that crazy ass setup that we have now, fucking with the Mortis gods, the lack of screen time with Ray and with Balin and Shin. What the hell are they gonna fucking do now? I mean, those are the biggest loose ends. Like, I do have questions, but it's like, now how are they gonna get back? They have to know some way to figure out how to get back. Fucking Ezra's in the other galaxy now. I don't know if we can fucking hijack a Purgle again and go out that way. The other issue I had at the beginning of the episode. Okay, so we clock in. They put it up on. It's on Disney Plus. It says 48 minutes. Down to 46 with the intro. So it's about like 42 minutes, give or take. A little short, but okay. And I just had some weird pacing with like the beginning of the episode. Like, I know they set it up. It just almost seemed like a first act and a third act. Like there was no real like in between. It was just like, okay, we're chilling out for a minute, fucking dicking around. Ezra learns like what happened to Sabine with Mandalore and all that, so he gets like some little backstory of what happened while he was gone. But it's basically we go like from like 0 to 100. Like after that, they're fucking attacking the temple, trying to get on the Chimera, and then it's just kind of like now we're at the end. Like it was almost just like the Shin and Balin part was like an epilogue now. Like, what are they doing now that they're trapped there? Like, don't know. Weird pacing issues. For finale, pretty damn okay. I don't know. It's just us Star Wars fans. We're fucking greedy, man. We're greedy. I wanted more, didn't get it. But I don't know. Fucking Dave is fucking definitely cooking something. So let's get his shit fucking going sooner than later. Fuck that Ray movie. Put that shit on hold. Nobody wants to see that. Like after this, fucking give us Mando, so fast track Mando season 4 if you're gonna do that. Fast track Ahsoka season 2, and fucking let's get started on this big fucking Avengers movie that we're coming to. So yeah, it's my thoughts on the episode. But overall, like I said, I think I put up like I was somewhere around an 8 last night. Like like straight out of the episode. I think I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna stay at a solid 8 for this episode. 8 out of 10. Not good, not great, but fucking dope. And for this whole series, I'm gonna say between 8.5 and a 9, because this was a solid fucking series. But yeah, that's all I got for the finale. Coming up this next couple days, I gotta make sure I can get the whole old crew together. But Nerd Talk, forgot what even fuck we used to call it. It's been so long. Yeah, I think it was Nerd Talk, but I'm gonna try and get the old crew together, maybe a couple new ones, and we're gonna just go through our thoughts on this whole Ahsoka series. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna try and do it live. So rock and roll, go Phils. Game 2 tonight. Let's fucking take it home, kill it right here. Off to the next one. Spotchka Deathsticks, have a good one. May the force be with you.